Hello and welcome to the National Stadium East Field as we prepare for this fixture. Arnett Gardens against Humber Lion. And we're off. Arnett Gardens will kick off the proceedings here. They'll be kicking towards the hills into the Blue Mountain area. Humber Lion, of course, will be kicking towards the Caribbean Sea and to downtown Kingston in particular. And just a slight breeze at the moment in favor. Well, let's be a little bit more specific. Behind Arnett Gardens, whether it's in favor of them or not, we'll find out in a few minutes. And case in point, that one being carried by the wind, and it's going to be a throw into Humber Lion.
Yeah, a lot of time, Donald, you have teams kicking with the wind behind them, and it really works against them more than for them. You still have to measure your pass.
But here's Arnett Gardens trying to come forward now. There's a challenge there. And Arnett Gardens still with the possession, and the ball played inside the area. Lewis really was in the middle as well.
Lewis really intercepted well there.
Free kick to Arnett Gardens. Alex Thomas, of course, coach of this Arnett Gardens team.
And he will understand the fact that a lot of patience will be required of him to be able to make sure this team does well. And that's what you get when you have a lot of youngsters, but you get a lot of energy. A good flow.
This one is down the keeper's throat, no problems there for Mikhail Harrison.
A good thing for sure. We've seen some improvement from Arnett already on the offensive front. They've had a shot on target in this one early. And so whatever has been done to improve it is bearing fruit so far.
Ronaldo Cephas now trying to manufacture something for his team. Ran into some problems, and Humber Lion, they managed to clear on that occasion. Shane Roberts. Almost sold him short there on that occasion. Did Steve Clark.
I feel Cunningham also didn't react well as it's passed to him. And we're seeing a manifestation of...
Here's Guthrie playing inside. Oh, that's a lovely ball, and he made a start at it. Did Hardly Barnes, and he hardly made contact.
He didn't, it wasn't. And if he just had allowed the ball to run across him a little more and just try and side foot it, open his body and go for the far post, you feel he would have had a better opportunity to do so, to score, that is. But we're seeing the manifestation of what the goalkeeper coach Lamar Brown had said in the interview. They're looking to press and put Humber Lion under pressure.
Well, now they have the shot on target.
And they have 2 shots on target so far. So yeah, improvement. And it's what work on the training ground can do for you.
For the record, when a shot hits the post, it's considered off target, right?
Most definitely.
Okay.
And I know in the interview Lamar did say they had a shot on target, but yeah, there was 0 shot in that game against Tivoli.
Simpson going wide and right. Roberts. And too much on that one.
Yeah, I guess they'll continue to, in this early stages, just in the 5th minute, and it will try and measure their pass and determine the amount of weight to put on it with the wind behind them. Not so much a heavy one, but still enough to affect the trajectory of the passes, especially the aerial ones.
There was a late contact there. Trying to win possession, and did put himself in harm's way, and he was clipped on that occasion, Marlon Martin.
As I mentioned before, Martin alongside Kong, very, very important responsibility for both these players, playing with a double pivot. And these two youngsters, 19 and 18 in Kong and Martin respectively.
Anderson was thinking of the shot, and then in the end, Kong trying to get a long leg in. Clark stabbing that one through. The keeper was hesitant, but he made the big save in the end. And the follow-up still inside the area. The resulting effort is blocked once more. And finally, Humberline, they managed to clear, and the whistle goes in their favor now.
Yeah, it was a big opportunity there for Arnett. Initial touch inadvertently fell to a striker who...
Here's LeVon Williams. Oh, that's a lovely through ball, and it's put into the back of the net. Wonderful goal by Humberline. There was some hesitancy there because they thought it was going to be called back for offside, but Harris was in the right place and the right time. We've seen him score so many times in this fixture for Arnett Gardens in the past, but now it's against his old club. And with that, Humberline, they take the lead.
It took that quite well, and you talk about end-to-end action. That's a perfect counter-attacking play under pressure at the other end. And well on side is Harris, and as he looked up, took it well under a little pressure, but opened his body and just side-footed that one. Good finish. And against the run of play, you'd want to think Donald was under a lot of pressure early.
Yep.
Pretty sure Arnett will feel hard done by that, but that's what you get when you play the high press. You have to be mindful of the counter-attack, and maybe that occasion, not sure, probably someone needed to have committed some tactical foul early up the field to allow them to get back into shape. But as you say, with this game, Donald, in your opening comments, we always get goals, and we have done so early, and Price would be pleased with that.
27 goals for Arnett Gardens. Visional Harris just had the one goal last term for Humberline, and he has opened his account this season. Timed his run to perfection there, and the trap was broken.
The pass had to be made at the right time, despite his run, the pass was released at the right time, and there's only going to be one result with Harris. And what a difference Donald a goal makes. I mean, Humberline seemingly was unsettled early. See them looking a little bit more composed.
Yeah, they have to do some defending now, though, although that ball trickled through and was easily handled there in the end.
Come on, coach, give it up!
Kong loses out, trying to win it back, but can't. Shane Roberts has it for Arnett Gardens. Well, this can be an opportunity for Cephas. Keeps his balance, pulls it back at the right place. Straight to the keeper. It was Marlon Martin who came through, and the 19-year-old could not beat Mikhail Harrison.
Good run from Martin coming from deep, almost the third man running, and Cephas did very well to get that into the box. Again, a team effort on target, but from the position of Coach Alex Thomas, I'd still encourage my team to continue to do what they're doing, because apart from the finishing, they have started really well.
You get the feeling that it's going to happen shortly for Arnett Gardens, as Steve Clark was pulled back there, and Clark is asking for the card. Arnett Gardens have been knocking, haven't they?
Really bright start from them, just to finish. But the build-up plays have been good. You look at that one, just either side. Well, if they went to the right side of the goalkeeper, certainly. And a big save there from Harrison. And
yeah, denying Cephas on that occasion, right? And here he is on the ball. Ronaldo Cephas twisting, turning, and shooting, and it's blocked. Still looking for his first goal in the Premier League, Ronaldo Cephas. And here's a shot from distance, goes wide. And Romeo Guthrie on the turn there, just letting fly.
I have to say it again, much improved in terms of the attacking play from Arnett. And as I said, Coach Thomas just needs to encourage them to continue to do what they're doing and trying to be a little bit more clinical in that final third. But yeah, you feel it's only a matter of time for them, Arnett, to get back on level turn.
Look, Levon Williams with a little push there. Was hoping that it would have been undetected by the referee, but it was detected. Arnett Gardens with 4 shots on target so far. So much improved from their last game against the Gardens, where they just hit the post.
But you talk about efficiency, and Amberland 1 shot on target and resulted in a goal.
An opportunity. Going to be a throw into Arnett Gardens. O'Neill Anderson takes the throw himself. Harley Barnes looking to beat his defender. Can't do so. Trying to win it back from Linville Lewis, the skipper. Lewis doing well. Lewin as well, finding Harris. Back to Lewin, back to Harris. Trying to play that one inside and couldn't. This is Luca Kong going long, looking for Cephas. Cephas has a little space to work with, heads to the byline. Cephas pulling it back, and Hartley Barnes is there. There's a challenge, and all they'll get is a corner kick on Arnett Gardens.
It's a good build-up play, and that pass from Kong, I mean, broke all the lines. And Cephas was through. And defenders really needed to make that challenge and to be perfect with that challenge. Let's see here.
I'm not sure about perfection.
Most definitely that looks like a penalty for sure. Didn't get any of the ball, and you could see the ball continued in the same path it was in, which means the defender didn't get a touch on it to change the flow. And the referee was perfectly positioned, you feel, to have made that call. And I can feel aggrieved for not getting that penalty and an opportunity to strike a goal from 12 yards.
She had to think about it, Odette Hamilton, and then pointed to the corner flag. We of course have the benefit of the replay. Corner kick is taken short. This one is swung in. Fantastic equalizer. He went highest to connect, and Janoy Cunningham makes it 1-1.
We saw it coming for sure. We spoke about Arnett and saying that Coach Thomas just needs to encourage his charges to keep going, and rewarded for all their effort. The 5th shot on target resulted in a goal for them, but that was beautifully taken and inch perfect cross into the box, taken short the corner, and the goalkeeper Harris, no chance with that one. Got fingertips to it, but powerful header. And with that, we're back on level terms.
Well, that header was almost as good as a penalty from 12 yards, really, because he was unmarked, and the former Falmouth United player scores his first goal for Arnett Gardens And what a time for him to get it. It's an equalizer here. 1-1 at Stadium East Field. And Arnett Gardens themselves off the mark in the Jamaica Premier League as well.
Yes, good goal from Cunningham. I would have seen him a few times, being a man from Trelawney as well. And he's just lit up football field here at Stadium East in Kingston here. So, for sure, I think it's nothing more than Arnett Gardens deserve in terms of this game and what they've shown in the opening 15 or 16 minutes of this one.
We're trying to get information as to what exactly is causing the delay for the restart. Well, we're on the way now. Well, no game has had more than 2 goals in the 3 weeks of the Jamaica Premier League, powered by Digicel, and Humberline looking for the third in this match, and Arnett Gardens with the interception. I suggest that we'll see another one at least as the flag goes up for offside against Hadley Barnes.
I'm in agreement with you, Donald. The flow of this game and both teams with the incentive of moving from the foot of the table certainly look to score more goals, and even have to give Humberland credit. Once they scored, we didn't see them go into a deep and a low block. They were still looking to go forward.
Cephas, he's been dangerous in the first 60 minutes of this encounter, and there he goes on a run. He's probably gone into second gear now, and then the interception made at the crucial time. That looks to be Rika Edwards over there on the far side. I like the look of Kong. He attends St. George's College still. Luca Kong, transferred from St. Mary, wanted to play for St. George's College in the schoolboy football season, as we see Visional Harris picking it up. Oh, he still has some skill. And twisting, turning, laying it back, and the shot is over the top. Could not keep it down, Courtney Hill.
Yeah, always rising that shot, but again, you know, both teams looking for the go-ahead goal. I'm pretty sure from what we've seen, good work here from Harris. Once he laid it back, was always leaning back and going over Hill.
Formerly of Old Harbour Bay, Courtney Hill, still looking for his first goal in the Premier League as well, but his story is a long one. Pretty much lived in the United States for quite a few years.
Coach Thomas there would have been pleased with the response of his team, having going behind early in this one, but on the evidence of their start and play, would feel like they should be ahead, but they're level, so he's comfortable. Coach Price there, he would feel like, I think, fortunate, to be on level terms given the chances created by both teams.
There is Courtney Hill. She lived in the States for quite a few years. Actually studied at Greece Olympia High. Did Hill. He's always wanted to make an impact in the Premier League. There he's on the ball. He's also still looking for his first goal. He's highly rated in Clarendon in particular. Obviously trying to make his impression in the league. He would have made his debut season last term as well, Courtney Hill.
And from the look of things, Donald, he's not shy. He always wants to get on the ball and influence the play.
Oh, here's a big chance, and the shot is handled well by Rodriguez, diving to his right. Didn't have a lot of power in it. That effort from Williams, it seems, and Shadim Rodriguez seems that he needs some attention now after he landed awkwardly.
I think Williams sort of rushed his shot after his first touch. Wasn't ideally in front of him, a little bit behind him, but he had a little bit more time. and cause Rodriguez some concern. I think the surface just fell bad on the surface. But he will be important for Arnett Gardens today. A good save hands.
Arnett with 7 shots. Humberline with 4 less at the moment. Cephas. Just wasn't paying attention there and then just lost it in the moment as it was taken off him.
I think Roden will be doing a lot of tracking back to goal with Cephas operating the way he is on that flank. He's had a bright start.
Martin. Now it's gone to O'Neill Anderson. Still a chance. He's taking up the shot, Martin, and then it was charged down at the right moment because he was looking to go for goal there. There's a clash of heads. And play will stop. And both players will get some attention. So Vanzi and Guthrie down. Yeah, could have been nasty. Vanzi, of course, is coming off a record from match day 1. Yep. And it wouldn't have been a straight red, obviously, because he would have missed a couple more matches. So 2 yellow cards he received in the first game of the season.
Well, he will stay on for this one. But head injury will not cause him to have to leave the field.
Scored 5 goals last year, did Andrew Vanzi. Had a best return in 2017, 2018, that season, where he had 6. And now he's in his 171st cap with Humberline, who are on the charge here again. And Levon Williams, who has been busy trying to get another one on target. Here's Harley Barnes trying to get the better of the Humberline skipper. Kong picks it up, trying to play that one through the line of defenders.
Kong is really showing some good vision here, and as a deep line midfielder, not the type that you see that was going to pass sideways and back. He's always looking to make a penetrative pass, and something that's very, very good to see. So we're up on the hydration break.
Yeah, you love to see it. There's Marlon Martin. Actually was a captain at Charlemont just a couple of seasons ago, Marlon Martin. He's just 19 years old now. I like to see the youngsters coming into the league. And as we head further into the post-pandemic era, I suppose that's one of the main positives that you can take.
Most definitely, Donald. It's a blessing to see that, and they're making a transition. Not just the case where they're saying it's just youths and you want to have youths. These are quality youths.
Spoke earlier about anticipating teams playing with the handbrake down, and it's something that both of us would have looked forward to at the start of the season based on the fact that there is no consequence of sorts for teams this year in terms of the relegation.
Most definitely, but the only thing that could deter us from getting that is unless coaches and their egos just want to make it all about them. But I think it's a perfect opportunity to play good attacking free-flowing football without the threat of relegation. And I have to give credit to these two teams today. They have started well, and they're looking to do that, and long may it continue.
My producer may correct me if I'm wrong, but this is probably one of the better matches so far in this season.
You're talking about bottom of the table clash, so yeah. It is one of the better games, for sure. And you would be correct because you didn't say the best game. 1 off.
No, Nanikan's play is down and he's going to need some attention, I believe. It maybe O'Shane Roberts there.
Try and see what happens.
Yeah, just got the wind knocked out of him by Visional Harris.
Yeah, you expect him to continue.
His last goal in the Premier League was actually in the 2015-16 season, O'Shane Roberts. He was representing Waterhouse at the time though, and he scored it against Humberland.
Well, I hope you jinx it right today and he gets another one. Humberland wouldn't be pleased with me saying that, but just for the neutrals, so we have more goals in this one.
I'm sure he would remember that fixture. O'Shane Roberts off for the moment. Romeo Guthrie being a nuisance over on that far side, but losing possession.
Roberts back on for Arnett.
Good news for them defensively because they have to do some defensive work at the moment. Not taking any chances there, Janoy Cunningham.
Yeah, just giving his team a chance to reset and get their shape.
Yeah, even if his confidence is sky high after that goal, he's sticking to the basics.
Yeah, seeking to do it at both ends of the pitch.
Humberline looking to go ahead. And that's put behind. It should be a corner kick. It is. Reflected effort there. Coming in after that shot from Gregory Lewis.
So we've already seen a goal from a set play, a corner kick for Arnett. Let's see what Humberland will do with this one. So if there's anything coming straight off the training ground.
This one delivered inside, and there was some hesitancy from Rodriguez. Still a chance for Humberline if he can gather well. Courtney Hill, he doesn't. He lost possession, and Arnegan's trying to come away with it now. Ezran Simpson. There he is now looking for another option. Switching the play, looking for Steve Clark. And just enough done there to take it away from Clark. And Darnett Gans will have to settle for the throw.
These two teams now looking to pick up at the tempo.
Not the best setup that was, but he has another chance to let crack. Marlon Martin, in the end, he was trying to feed Cephas, and it just didn't come off.
Yeah, but had it gone through, I think Cephas would have had a close opportunity to trouble Harrison.
Arnegans with the majority of the possession so far in this game at 55%.
And it's not credit to Arnett as we see a player down for Humberland, but credit to Arnett in terms of the possession. It's not just possession in the
it's not empty calories, is it?
No, it's not just in the defensive area. They're really, a lot of it would have been an attacking play, and as you see on that play there, a lot of these players, once they feel, and Lewis on that occasion once he just feel the contact, they're going to go down. It's a part of the modern game. It doesn't have to be much. But yeah, the possession from Arnett has been...
Oh, that's not a bad ball at all. Two waiting inside the box and couldn't get by the first defender.
Needed to curl that one into the area. Did Lewis.
Shamar Roden there over on that far side. Set free, here is again. And that sent long inside the area. The flag has gone up for offside. The referee has said play on, and that is played through. Hardly Barnes will get there. Has two in support. Twisting and turning, looking for the additional yard of space, Guthrie. And probably was caught late there. There was a scream from him. Clark trying to play that one through. And Humberline should come out of their own defensive third here. Humberline, Lewin. Again, can't get by Ezra Simpson. Cephas goes on a run. Lays it across, and oh, it's blocked on the line. Guthrie. Clark was right there, and the setup is over the top as Luca Kung sends that one high. But that was another big chance for Arnett Gardens, and somehow they were denied.
Again, it all happened because of Cephas. Great run down the flank and a good ball inside. Goalkeeper just parried into part of Clark, but that was a big block on the line.
Gregory Lewis was there.
Yeah, but you wonder how is it that Arnett is still level here. Really carved out some decent chances in this opening 32 minutes. And you hope they don't live to rue all these missed chances.
O'Neill Anderson. John Cunningham. Ronaldo Cephas. Double teamed on that occasion. We get it back though, Cephas. Trying to make a dink inside the area. It wasn't close to Hardy Barnes, so it was an easy clearance for Humberline. Here's a delivery inside. The keeper calls for it. No problems on this occasion.
One of the features of this Arnett play today, Donald, that is causing a lot of problem for Humberline is that there are two wide players in Clark and Cephas. I said the two wide players in Clark and Cephas, they come inside once they're on the passive side of play and ensure that Guthrie and Barnes are not isolated and create numbers up in the box, giving a lot of target to either of those wide players who are on the ball, and that's creating a lot of problem for this back four for Humberline.
Harris collects, and it's going to be a goal kick. Did cross the line, Harris, as he tried to make just an additional yard of space to get the cross in.
If you to counter that type of play, Vanzi and Lewis for Humberline will have to drop into the back line to try and even out the numbers.
Hill, robbed. Kong plays it upfield. 3 against 3 at the moment. Play being switched, and I don't think that was necessary at all. Clark acknowledging the idea, but I'm not sure if that was the best way forward there.
Yeah, Roberts just put too much punch on that one. It's always going to be difficult for Clark to get onto it. But again, it's aiming for either Clark or Cephas. They have been bright and bubbly in this opening 35 minutes. And I suspect they're going to be doing this for the better part of the 90 minutes. This Arnett Gardens team, because of their youthfulness, probably decent condition.
Rodney was a bit careless there, and it's gone through to Steve Clark. Clark goes down, the referee calls back the play. Free kick to Arnett Gardens. Yeah, he was really late on that one.
Very late.
Mark Rodney, well, hasn't really imposed himself on the game as yet, as we know he can.
He'll be hoping that this one does not result in a goal. A slightly better position than the corner that the Arnett scored from.
This one delivered and easily handled. Thinking of the shot, fires that one to the keeper, straight to him.
Decent effort. And
it was.
Rising still, good comfortable out in the end for the goalkeeper, but certainly Martin doing well there.
It looked good from here. Here's another opportunity for Arnett Gardens. That wasn't the best pass inside, nor it was the best clearance afterwards.
But you look at that shot from Martin, and early in before the game we were talking about how important a role they're going to have to play in terms of protecting the back four, but both of them, Kong and Martin, has done well in terms of helping on the attacking front for this Arnett Gardens team.
Good handles there by Mikhail Harrison. There's another delivery inside. Cumberland defense called to work. Haven't been doing the best, although
that was a calm and composed.
It was. Clark. Anderson delivered, looking for the run of Cephas, who was there at the back post, lurking. It had to be put behind for that corner kick.
And there's a feature of the play that I was talking about earlier, Donald, with two wide players tucking in and creating numbers up in the box and giving the Sunderland back line a lot to think about. And ensures, again, as I said before, that Guthrie and Barnes are not isolated. So often you play a system with these wide players and central striker become isolated. Not the case here with Arnett. They're playing it quite well.
That one was rifled in by O'Shane Roberts.
But an enjoyable watch so far.
Indeed it has. Indeed it has. So no fixture in the Premier League has had more than 2 goals, and I suppose this game,
don't bring the curse on it, Donald.
Odds-on favourite to break that. It's gonna come. I'm sure it's gonna happen. Kong again looking for that long ball over the top to Clark, who collects. Rodney applying good pressure, and then the ball given up to Visional Harris, and he was pulled back by Luca Kong. Again, Harris was asking for the card, and
I think Kong learned his lesson from the opening goal. Not that he was the culprit, but as a team, they needed to have stopped the counter by whatever means, and on that tactical foul there, they did that and give themselves a chance to regroup.
Looking to escape, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he would have had much complaint if he was shown the yellow. Beautiful work there by Cephas.
I suppose it wasn't as bad as what happened with Saka yesterday.
Not quite, but a good play. Showing that you see it there, you don't. You could watch that over and over. Lovely skill. So not only can he run down the flank and deliver some good square, but has some decent close touch as well. So far has been the bright spark for this Arnett Gardens team.
Yep, skillful lad. Still hoping to score his first goal for Arnett Gardens, as he was almost set free on that occasion. Oh, that's a lovely challenge. And now he is free. It's Cephas on his left. Oh, he has missed it badly. Still longing for that first goal. And he's on bended knee wondering how on earth he didn't keep that one down.
Maybe I'll tell you it was his weak of his two foot there in terms of putting it back on his left. And always rising, leaning back. But before that, Martin, yes, decent challenge to win it and create the opportunity. But you feel he could have struck it earlier, Martin. Struck one from further downfield on that occasion. Didn't choose to shoot, letting Cephas, and didn't result in any challenge to Harrison in goal here for Humble Lion.
Twelve shots have been taken by Arnett Gardens in the first half, and they may just have a couple of more here. As, again, they tried to make the transition into the attacking third. And Kong sends it wide. Cephas robbed on that occasion, but he does get it back, although he did so illegally. Probably leaving a footprint somewhere.
The defender did well on that occasion. Cephas would have had the run on him all game long. And the road in on that occasion, winning that battle.
I know he was very skillful back in his day at Arnett Gardens, Cephas. And even as we saw just now,
Charlie Smith is where what you would have intended to say for Cephas. That's where he used to show all the skills you are talking about, Donald.
Yeah. I'm sure you would have preferred actually being on target than the bit of skill that we saw just a couple minutes before that effort.
For sure, and if you speak about that, the one disappointment I think for Arnett as we come to the close of the first half is the fact that they have had so many attempts on goal, but only one goal to show for it. And there have been some decent effort, decent chances. Not a one-on-one with goalkeeper, but just scuffing the shot or not placing it properly, shooting rather than trying to finish.
Well, also remember that the wind has been with them in the first half. So they would have been more inclined to shoot Arnett Gardens. They've had the majority of the possession as well.
And there you emphasize, Donald, good possession as well.
Clark getting the free kick.
Again, Clark showing that not only willing to do the work on the offensive end, which he has been bright so far, but tracking back. And in the system they come back to ensure there's numbers up on in the wing back position. So good transitional play here and fluency in the formation by Arnett Garden.
Roberts.
We get to understand that 4 minutes be added to this first half, and it has been a decent one, so we look forward to that 4 minutes, those 4 minutes.
Probably another chance on the guns, and no free kick given on that occasion. Williams goes chasing. Harris, and there's a free kick to Humble Lion in a dangerous position here.
I think Harris trying to point out to referee at Hamilton that how much more fouls have to be committed on him for somebody
He's
to
still
be
asking
carded.
for it.
Yes, he is.
He's still asking for it. Never change, Viginal Harris. Never change.
Still asking, Donald. I think he just wants them to be warned so that he can have a little bit more freedom.
Yeah.
But on that occasion, he was going down very easy. I mean, a little contact around the waist and he went down. So he got what I think that offense deserved, a free kick.
Well, this is Andrew Vanzi territory, isn't it? And he's the one who has placed the ball down. And there is no challenger to him at the moment as the wall is being set up.
Lewis there just making an inquiry. I think Vanzi will have only one intention, and that is to give Rodriguez a lot of trouble.
It is Vanzi who steps up straight into the wall. Anticlimactic.
Commentators cursed.
Well, that was a 2-footed challenge there from Hill. That wasn't called. As the play continues, the ball is played through, and Rodriguez with some good reflex work there as Williams tried to poke that one past him. And Cephas is on the charge.
Good ball through the middle there, just split the defense, and Williams not able to connect in a way that would trouble Rodriguez. But the pass was a good one.
So, about 90 seconds to go in this first half.
I think both coaches would have been pleased with the showing from their team. Much improved from their last outing, both of these teams. Both have scored their first goals of the season. And also, more so for Arnett Gardens, brighter going forward from a game where they only hit the post. In terms of their offensive play in their first game, to registering a number of shots on target and creating a lot of good goal scoring opportunities.
Here they come again, Arnett Gardens. And there they go again, losing it out in a dangerous area.
I think first time we've seen a poor touch from Cephas, but maybe just winded a bit. He's done a lot of running in this first half, and more than anyone else must be looking forward to the half-time interval.
Yep. Luca Kong making a mark in this game. In no uncertain terms.
Doing well, and on that occasion doing the work required of him to break up the play.
Oh, the ball over the top. It's a big chance for Arnett Gardens. And Hardly Barnes could not get by Mikhail Harrison again.
Harrison really coming up big again for Humble Lion, and on that occasion Barnes, you expect him to finish, and the pass to him onside his run, timed his run quite well, and that one ball over the top, a high line from Humble Lion, and you expected Barnes to hit the back of the net.
First half almost ending like it started for Humble Lion, with a ball through on goal with